Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates for the next 3 weeks. June 16th, July 4th. Tease some intriguing situations. Nick Marone, Jack Wagner kisses Brooke Logan. Catherine Kelly Lang Luna Nozawa. Lisa Yamada appends Steffi Forrester's. Jacqueline McInnes Wood. Life and Hope Logan Annika, Noelle will fear the worst. To begin with, the week of June 16th to 20th will show the first signs of conflict between Ridge Forrester Torsten Kay and Taylor Hayes Rebecca Booty. This will be partly due to Ridge's territorial nature when Nick starts dating Brooke again. Brooke's ex will indeed return to Los Angeles and shower her with affection, leading Nick to kiss her and demonstrate how wonderful they could be as a couple once more. Naturally, Brooke will need someone to confide in after Nick's advances, so she will share all the exciting details with Katie, Logan, Heather, Tom, and get her strong thoughts on the situation. Meanwhile, Hope will have her own strong feelings when Steffi attempts to bring Daphne Rose Moriel Hilaire back from Paris. Hope will dread the worst regarding her engagement to Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor, and will express her concerns about Steffi reaching out to Daphne about coming back. Will Daphne reject Steffi or agree that a return to LA is a good idea? In any case, Hope will not want Daphne to focus on Carter and create more chaos. At the same time, Luna will keep an eye on Hayes Finnegan, Brian, David Garlick until she is ready to act. After Luna gives Hayes a gift, she will begin to entice him into her trap for abduction. All indications suggest that Luna will soon take Hayes, which could turn Steffi's life upside down by the week of June 23rd to 27th. Steffi might notice Hayes is gone and feel anxious if Luna calls to verify she has him. Luna could potentially use Hayes as leverage for her deadly scheme against Steffi. If Steffi wants to ensure Hayes escapes this situation, she might need to meet with Luna alone, keeping John Finnegan Tanner Novelin out of the situation. Luna will force Steffi to follow her rules, but there will likely be some opportunities to outsmart Luna. Will Remy Price Christian Wiseman have any information he can share with Sheila Sharp Kimberlyn Brown that could potentially turn things around? Viewers will recall, Remy was not exactly all in with teaching Luna how to shoot. Once he realized she has a target, this might be Remy's chance to redeem himself from his own creepy past, possibly helping find Hayes. Meanwhile, Nick should continue to draw Brooke nearer, all while driving Ridge up the wall. As Brooke becomes more open with Nick, Ridge will increasingly question whether he was wrong to let her slip away. The week from June 30 to July 4th might see Ridge and Taylor breaking up since they are clearly moving in that direction. Taylor will have to realize that Brooke will always hold a place in Ridge's heart, so she might decide it's best to let him go. We also need to discuss Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and his worsening situation. Will Liam finally heed Hope's advice and inform his family about his terminal diagnosis? In any case, more characters will become involved in Luna's chaos soon, with Hayes disappearing and Steffi likely going missing to find him. This could result in Liam and Finn joining forces for a rescue. Opening montage, storm clouds over L.A. The week begins with foreboding skies rolling in over Los Angeles. At Forrester Creations, the rhythm of business buzzes louder than ever, but behind every smiling facade lies a storm brewing. In 3 weeks, secrets will erupt, kisses will ignite old fires, and one mother's instincts will trigger panic and fear. This is not a calm before the storm, it's the storm itself. And for Nick Marone, Luna Nozawa, and Hope Logan, nothing will ever be the same again. Nick's kiss is the captain steering toward a shipwreck. Nick Marone has been playing the cool, collected confidant for weeks now. Returning to LA with an agenda shrouded in mystery, he's been charming Brooke, needling Ridge, and building a fast rapport with the next generation, especially Luna. But it's a private dinner on the Marone yacht that sets off fireworks that no one could have predicted. Nick invites Luna to a quiet evening to thank her for helping Eric with a recent design strategy. Luna accepts, thinking it's a casual thank you, but the moonlight, the music, and the wine say otherwise, as the yacht gently rocks beneath them. Nick leans in tentatively, but with unmistakable purpose and kisses Luna. It's not a wild, passionate kiss. It's careful, measured, testing the waters. Luna pulls away instantly, breath caught in her throat. Nick, I didn't expect that. Nick, equally surprised by his own boldness, responds, neither did I, but I haven't stopped thinking about you. Luna leaves the yacht confused and shaken. The man is decades older than her, a friend of her mother's, and dangerously charming. But the kiss wasn't repulsive, it was intriguing. What she doesn't know is that Hope saw it all, from the beach below, and it leaves Hope rattled for more than one reason. Luna's twist, truth, lies, and DNA. While Luna reels from the kiss, Poppy is battling her own anxiety. Ever since she spotted Nick lingering around the Forrester estate, she's been on edge. What exactly does he want? Is he here for business or for something more? Her fear intensifies when she learns Luna had dinner with Nick. You don't know him the way I do, Poppy warns her daughter. He can be reckless, but Luna has a deeper question now. Mom, why do you hate him so much? Is he my father? Poppy goes pale. The DNA test months ago said Bill Spencer was Luna's father. But that test was orchestrated under suspicious circumstances, with Lee Forrester interfering. And now, with Nick back and emotions flying, Luna begins to wonder if the truth was buried long ago. A secret phone call between Poppy and Lee confirms viewers' suspicions. The paternity test was tampered with, and Nick Marone may be Luna's real father. The Luna-Nick kiss just went from awkward to catastrophic. Hope's growing fears. A mother's instinct awakens. Hope Logan has been going through a quiet spiral for weeks. Her failed romance with Thomas has left her emotionally untethered. Her business at Forrester Creations is under constant scrutiny from Steffi. And now, as she sees her young protege Luna possibly being manipulated by Nick Marone, something dark stirs in Hope. She begins shadowing Luna's movements, first innocently, then compulsively. When Luna brushes her off with "I'm fine, Hope," it only makes her more suspicious. Hope's fears morph into action when she invites Nick to lunch under the guise of a Forrester Men's Line relaunch discussion. She confronts him directly. Luna is young, vulnerable. Don't manipulate her. Nick doesn't deny the kiss. He merely shrugs. She's an adult, Hope, and she's extraordinary. But Hope fires back. She's looking for a father, not a fling. Hope's voice cracks at the end of her sentence, and it's clear this is personal. Deep down, Hope is projecting her own fears. Is Luna destined to repeat her mistakes? Will Luna become the next Logan woman targeted by manipulative men? Later, Hope confides in Brooke, and in a raw moment says, "I feel like I'm losing her. She looks up to me, and I don't want her to crash the way I did." Brooke reminds her that you can't save everyone, but Hope isn't so sure. Eric's whisper Ridge's fury. Meanwhile, Eric Forrester makes a subtle observation. Watching Luna flinch when Nick enters the design office, Eric pulls Ridge aside and murmurs, "I know, Nick, that man doesn't do anything without a motive." Ridge, already skeptical of Nick's return, doubles down. When he overhears part of a conversation between Nick and Luna about the kiss, he erupts. He corners Nick in the Forrester courtyard. "You kissed Luna?" Ridge barks. Nick doesn't deny it. "She's not a child." Ridge nearly punches him. "She's part of this family. If you hurt her, I will bury you in lawsuits, bad press, and worse." Nick doesn't blink. "You're not her father, Ridge." But maybe he should've said neither are you, because Nick himself might be Luna's biological dad and Ridge doesn't know it. The tension between Ridge and Nick will only escalate from here. Steffi's power play weaponizing the chaos. Steffi Forrester, who's been quietly watching everything unfold, decides to weaponize the situation. She doesn't trust Nick, doesn't like Luna being so prominent at Forrester, and is still bitter over Hope's continued presence at the company. So she makes her move. In a board meeting, Steffi recommends a restructure that moves Luna to a less public-facing role. Hope immediately objects. "This is a demotion," Hope accuses. "I'm protecting the brand." Steffi counters coldly. It's war again. Hope versus Steffi, round 900, and Luna. She's stuck in the middle, betrayed by Steffi, smothered by Hope, pursued by Nick, and lied to by her mother. She explodes in tears in the design room, collapsing into RJ's arms. "I feel like I don't even know who I am anymore." Liam's warning, old habits, die hard. Enter Liam. After hearing whispers about Nick and Luna, and seeing Hope's erratic behavior, Liam offers his unsolicited opinion. "Maybe you should take a step back. Hope, you're getting too involved." Hope's response is swift. "When have you ever not gotten too involved?" But Liam doesn't back off. "You're trying to live through Luna. You see yourself in her, and it's clouding your judgment." It hits Hope like a punch to the gut because it's true. Later, Liam approaches Luna privately and gently warns her, "Nick Marone has a past. Be careful." It's oddly gallant of him. And RJ notices. Could Liam be slowly circling Luna, just as her world collapses? RJ's Jealousy, Luna's revelation. RJ, who stood by Luna through every emotional wave, finally shows his darker side. When he hears about the kiss with Nick, he becomes cold. You didn't stop him. Luna flares. Of course I did. But you don't understand. There's more to it. She nearly blurts out the truth that she suspects Nick might be her father but stops herself. Instead, she looks RJ in the eyes and says, "Please, just trust me." But RJ's jealousy has been triggered, and it might be the beginning of a slow unraveling between the two young lovers. The cliffhanger. Truth in the test. As the week closes, Luna takes matters into her own hands. She finds the old DNA report. She compares the dates. She sneaks a sample of Nick's toothbrush from the Marone yacht, and in the final scene, she walks into a private clinic and hands over the samples. "I want a new test. No interference, no Forrester lab, just the truth." The technician nods. "We'll rush the results." Fade to black. Nick's past revealed. A flashback episode hints at a secret night between Nick and Poppy in Monte Carlo. Brooke conflicted. After watching Nick defend Luna, Brooke begins to see his softer side again, which spells trouble. Luna's identity crisis deepens. If Nick is her father, how will that affect her future at Forrester and her relationship with RJ? Hopes break down. Overwhelmed by guilt, fear, and memories of her own trauma, Hope reaches a breaking point. RJ makes a move on Daphne. A new intern with dazzling eyes and ulterior motives sets her sights on RJ, just as his trust in Luna crumbles. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our bold and beautiful update YouTube channel for more update news.